What's up? We are VICTIS from Lubbock. This is Onetake. This song is called Prisons.
Badass performance, fellas.
Thank you.
You want to come have a seat? We'll start the interview.
Absolutely. It ain't cold anymore. For real. At all. It's hot. Oh.
All right, to get us started, give us your name, your instrument, and how long you've been doing it.
My name's Steven. I'm the vocalist. I've probably been doing vocals for 15 years. Something like that, yeah.
From in the area? Sound good? You can hear it?
What's up? I'm Zeke. I play guitar. I've been playing guitar for about 20 years now, something like that, off and on.
What's up? I'm Drew. I've been banging them since about 16 years now.
He's talking about the drums.
Also the drums. I play bass. I'm Chris. I've been playing bass for like, I don't know, probably 8 to 10 years. Guitar a little longer than that. But we love it. I love bass. Rhythm baby.
What's up? I'm Zay. I play guitar, and I've been playing guitar for about 20 years.
All right, before we get started, Mike Fest is coming up this Friday. Fortunately, I didn't have the pleasure of meeting that guy. Will you tell me a little bit about the show, the bands, how you set it up, and just a little bit of information on it?
So Mike Fest is a benefit show to benefit the family of our good friend Michael Gutierrez. He was the drummer for a local band. Here's the flyer for that. He was a drummer for the band Within This Hour. If you weren't around the scene 15 years ago, Within This Hour was big shit at the time, and they were probably one of the most talented bands in this area for a long period of time. Michael was a phenomenal drummer, but beyond that, he was one of the best friends you could have, one of the most caring, compassionate humans you've ever met. His brother Manny, we became like family with them a long time ago, and so when he passed, Zay and I knew we had to do something for the family, and so we kind of quickly came up with the idea we were going to do a benefit show to help him out. It's going to be at Red Zone Sports Bar, February 6th. $10 at the door. All proceeds are going to the Gutierrez family to help with. I mean, if you've ever lost somebody, you know there is a lot that goes with that. Between burial and, you know, just feeding the family is difficult in that time. So anything we can do to help them out, that's what we want to do. Zay and I actually played in Within This Hour briefly with him. And like I said, he was just one of the best friends you could have. And the only way we know how to honor somebody is loud as fuck.
All right.
And that's our plan. So
So you helped set this up as well. How'd y'all go about picking the bands?
At first, what I focused on wanting to do was just find bands that he had ties with. So World War, he briefly was in World War for a little bit, right? When y'all first started that band. Yep. So, I mean, we had to get World War in there. Element and Nexus, Antonio's known him for just as long as we have. Mojave Soul, his uncle, is the drummer. And yeah, then, you know, after that, we just asked who wanted to be in on this bill, and you guys and some other guys asked if they could join and pay tribute, and so we were glad to have you guys and everybody else jump on.
All right, cool. All right, so the first question I usually ask is the name VICTIS. How did it happen? Who came up with it? What was the thought process?
Talk to that guy.
So when we started the band, originally it started as me, Zeke, Zay, and Drew. And we went through a bunch of iterations of names. You know how it is trying to start a band. You come up with a name, you're like, this is awesome. And then you go to Spotify and you're like, oh, there's 15 other bands with this name. And so I'm a huge proponent for like powerful one word band names. Stuff that sticks out and is memorable, is easy to say, rolls off the tongue. And I was kind of just going through ideas, and you know, I'm fascinated with like the Latin roots and meanings behind words. And I have a lot of views, and one of my views is that we live in a pretty oppressive times, and across the board, worldwide. It's almost like we've been conquered silently. And I took that idea and I started playing around with the idea of the word conquered, and the root of it is victis, is the conquered.
Okay.
And so to me, that means we are all victis. And that idea kind of took root real quick, and we just ran with it. And now it's, I mean, I don't know what we would be doing without victis.
So I'm guessing you were the brainchild of putting this band together.
Not entirely. It was actually kind of organic. It kind of fell together pretty organically. Zeke and I had been playing together. Drew had kind of been around peripherally with some other projects, and timing-wise, just happened that Zay became available, and it just happened. It really wasn't even like we meant to start the band. It was really like, let's just jam and, you know, see what happens. And it kind of evolved from there.
All right, cool. So, what was the first practice like?
It was in his garage. I'm not sure if it was wintertime or summertime.
No, it was summer.
It was summer.
It was summer.
Oh, yeah,
That's that guy.
that's right.
It
Hot
was,
as
it was
fuck.
definitely summer.
Yeah, hot as fuck. Loud as fuck. Just kind of figuring out. We've all, like me, Zay, and Steven were in a band together a long time ago, like back in 2009. This started up like around 2021, something like that. And yeah, we were just trying to pick up that kind of that familiar sound again, and maybe just kind of evolve it. And yeah, at first it was me and Steven just kind of just like, you know, writing stuff on his computer. It was kind of like a pop punk kind of thing was the idea at first, and then it kind of
Man, that derailed.
yeah. Yeah. And then yeah, like you was saying, Zay became available, and he kind of came in, and then shortly after we got touch of Drew, and then kind of it just kind of got in touch with Drew. We it just kind of evolved from
You get touched a lot, Drew.
a lot
from what I'm
of
getting.
drunken wrestling.
I got a video of that if you want to see.
Yeah, it's pretty. Yeah, he's stronger than he looks. But, yeah, I just kind of evolved naturally. It was our first song we wrote was "Prisons," which we just played a little while ago. First song we ever wrote, and that just kind of like really set the tone for this band. And like we just been trying to up that song and like get better as songwriters, and here we are now. Just still like 5 years
4 or
later.
5 years later, yeah.
So, whenever I was out talking to Steven, he mentioned everybody but you as the first iteration of the band. So, where did you come in?
What, three years ago? 2-ish?
Oh, 3 years
Two
ago.
or
yeah.
so years ago. I mean, I have known these guys a little longer than that, just through shows and stuff, being in Lubbock a lot. And then I moved to Lubbock, like a little over 3 years ago, and I've been with them ever since, pretty much, as far as I know, which was, I don't know, it was really cool to be a part of, just to even be like, you know, thought of, I guess, to be a part of it. I don't know. Pretty cool.
No, don't let her downplay it. We had to have Chris.
You had to have
When we
her.
found out she was moving here, we were like, okay, like she's gonna be in this band.
But now we're like
It's gonna happen.
like, these are my brothers, man. Like, this is my family, for real. So.
Yeah.
So, tell us about the creation of the band as well from your point of view.
So like they said, it all happened really organically. We started down in his garage. We wrote maybe 2 or 3 songs. Actually we wrote 5 or 6, and then, you know, I see a lot of bands, you know, go out there and they want to play a show right away, and I told these guys, and they all agreed, like, hey, let's not play a show until these things are tight. We can play them in our sleep. So we probably waited about a year and a half to play our first show. And man, our first show was a lot of fun. It was the first local Palooza, the second one, and it went off without. Sorry, it went off without a hitch. But no, yeah, it's been fun. And
Very good. All right, so what about the chemistry of the band from your point of view?
There's a lot of chemistry.
I'm hearing a lot of innuendo from every time you speak.
We've always, like, we play around a whole lot, and like Chris was saying, it's very much like family oriented with us in that we've really grown with each other. We've played plenty of shows out of town and taken many trips and stuff like that, and we've had a lot of ups and downs, and you know, it hadn't been an easy trek this whole time. You know, there's been some bullshit that we've gone through, and it's definitely made us tighter. We are a very close band.
Yeah.
Especially me and Steven and Zeke. Originally, we were going to start a project years ago, and it just kind of fell apart. And after a while, I guess they had started doing stuff, and Zeke had found me again. And he's like, dude, it's you. And yeah, it's me. And so they invited me over and to Steven's hot ass garage and had me sit in the sun, and you know, yeah. And
For a little mojito.
yeah, and from there it just took off, man. Definitely very, very happy and honored to be part of this group.
Yeah, I could tell, like, y'all are actually friends and not just a band, so
I mean, yeah,
that really does show.
We hang out outside of this band.
Yeah.
You know, it's like, let's not go practice. Let's go to the bar. Let's go just chill. You know, it's because it's not a business. We don't treat this like a business at all.
Yeah.
When we have to out there in the professional world, yes. But when it's just us, that's how we get to be close. That's how we get to, be real good friends. Is just hang out,
Okay.
be a family.
Well, there's a lot of bands in Lubbock. It got kind of gets a little oversaturated with the sound, but whenever I've seen y'all play, y'all really stick out from a lot of the other bands here in town. No disrespect to the other bands, but you have that sound already that y'all know it's a VICTIS sound. What sets y'all apart, in y'all's opinion, from some of the other bands here in town?
I would say a lot of that, how close we are. We do things pretty old school in this camp, in that, like, the 5 of us get in that room and we write music together. We don't, a lot of bands, not just around here, but across the board, you see 1 or 2 guys write most of it on the computer. The other 3 guys pick it up, and then they kind of just go from there. And we don't operate that way, in that when, Zay brings a riff, or Zeke brings a riff, or Chris brings a riff, or I bring a lyric, we stand in there together and we mold the sound of this band together. It's never like Zay wrote this whole song and so it's Zay's song. It's before we take a song out of this door, we know it's a VICTIS song. Before we let anybody hear it, before we ever even, consider playing it on stage, we are 1,000% sure it's a VICTIS song before it leaves this door. And we're like that. We've been like that with every song we've ever written, and we'll continue to write our music that way, just because it's how it's the only way we know how to do it.
Yeah.
To be completely honest, and nothing against anybody that does it differently, but it's just what works for us.
Nice. So what's sets VICTIS apart from the other bands in town?
I think we're not afraid to branch out of our sound. We have a song that's going to be on the upcoming album called Silhouettes, and when you hear that song, it's not going to sound like a little bit of in the middle. It is VICTIS, but the whole beginning, a lot of singing from Chris. That's why I love that she's in the band now. She brought a whole new dynamic with her clean vocals and everything like that. So you're going to be hearing a lot of that on that song. I think I was talking to Zeke a while back, and I think we're kind of bringing that 2000s metalcore sound back. The Asley Dines, the early Kill Switches and stuff like that. Because me and Zeke were really big on harmonies and melodies and stuff like that. So you don't really hear a lot of that anymore. So it's just cool. I think that's what really kind of sets us apart. Is we're just not afraid to branch out and do other stuff.
Same. I think really it's just also ultimately our dynamic, and like how all of our backgrounds are really different musically, and we get a lot of different inspiration from, like me, like a lot of weird shit, and I think Drew is the same way. So I think it's, as long as we can make it work, and just kind of develop the sound out of those things that we can kind of all offer in, that's what we want, and that's what we like. It just keeps it interesting.
Okay.
Yeah, because I think, like she's saying, is that our backgrounds and stuff like that. So like me, I'm very much influenced by like Latin hip hop and rap and things, and cumbia and stuff, because that's what I grew up with. So, each one of us kind of has, I can promise that our favorite bands differ greatly between the 5 of us, because like my favorite music in general, I don't actually listen to very much metal on the daily.
Same.
So it's definitely created a very unique mixture of people to make this very unique sound. So it's in, like, especially with Zeke, there's a lot of like ear bands, like, old school stuff. When you think of Deftones or like Taproot or these, the new metal in Linkin Park and things and stuff like that, when we're sitting there writing, you can definitely tell Zeke has a big influence from that. And, I kind of came from that as well. And you mix that with my kind of cumbia mindset with his new metal thing, and Zay and the whole metalcore thing, and then Chris, throws in her vocals and stuff like that. It's a very unique thing for us to come together like that. And the fact that I think we're so open with each other, we're not scared to try anything or, do something uncomfortable. So it makes for a very original us sound.
Yeah.
Okay.
Me?
Yep. What sets VICTIS apart?
Yeah, my thing is every time I pick up guitar, I was gonna have one of these. So liquid courage. Try to like get that area where it's not exactly blackout, more of like a brown out kind of. You know, never stay thirsty. But no,
doctor says.
no, yeah, it's a lot of influences, just like new metal stuff, like Andrew was saying. New metal stuff from the 2000s, stuff that I listened to. I would like to make music that I personally would listen to, the stuff that I like. If you like it, then that kind of like, that's, then you're gonna enjoy playing it, and that's where you have fun. That's where you're like you dig your sound, and that energy kind of comes out into the crowd, and they pick that up. And we feed off the crowd a lot, like during shows and stuff like that. That's just go out there, have fun. Try to keep an open mind, and that's basically it. A little bit of liquid courage.
Beer. And beer.
All right, so y'all have been recording new music. Without spoiling it, can y'all each give me one thing that we can expect to hear?
Aggression. Lots of it, but also balanced with, emotion and feeling and a wide array of it hits every emotion. Every song on this album means something, and if you really listen to it, you'll pick it up.
Well,
Sexual tension.
does this involve Drew too?
Always.
Don't bring that up right now. This is a professional kind of situation. But no, it's like I was saying earlier, it's just music that we like to hear. Really don't keep anything off the table, like keep an open mind. I forgot the question, I'm sorry.
What can we expect from the upcoming album coming out?
Oh, a bunch of our
Without spoiling it,
as far as like early 2000s stuff, with our own kind of twist on it. It's a group effort. It's it's all of our individual sounds kind of coming together and like mixing together and like making the sound that we have. And it's just something that we're all really proud of, and we can't wait to show everybody. It's been fun making it, and this is 5 years in of us kind of growing as musicians, so this is what we have to show for that time. And like I said, we're all really proud of it.
All right.
So.
What can we expect from the upcoming album?
A lot of melody, man. I think we've made it a point that we're very aggressive. And I think the surprising part of it is going to be that there's very much musical melodies and stuff like that. And the cool thing is, Steven is a very, very talented lyricist. So these songs have deep meaning to them. It's not just us going out there, blatantly putting dumb messages or anything. Like, no, there's, real meaning behind these songs. We kind of tap on some topics that are very serious, very, they're critical, especially in today's world and with everything that's going on. And like I said, he's an amazing lyricist, so he has a way of being able to write things in a way that you can kind of interpret the song to your own, to how you feel, it should fit. And I think, for anyone who's really paying attention to everything, we have some nice little hidden Easter eggs in there. So
Yeah, man. I mean, to second what he said, I agree 100% with Steven's writing. It's very good. He is good with words. He has good brain. But no, man. I mean, to even follow up on what he said earlier, kind of call back to the Silhouette song. It was cool because we had this music that we had written, and we just really didn't know what kind of like direction we wanted to go with it. And so Steven was kind of like, you do it. Basically. So I'm actually really, really happy that they allowed me to, write the song lyrically and kind of put us all in our little places there. And I'm really excited for everybody to hear this album. It really does have, like, through and through, just I just don't think anybody is really expecting like what's next as they listen to it, and I think that's exciting. And like Zeke said, we are extremely proud of it. It's the first album any of us have ever put out, ever. So, yeah, we're stoked, man.
Is this material that you've had in the back burner? Are there any new songs on it, or all of these have been played live?
2 haven't been played live, right?
At this point.
Yeah, a song called Car Scars and Silhouettes, those songs haven't been played live. I mean, I think all these riffs that we've written have just came since we started the band. Like, this is the stuff me and you, because a little backstory, me and Zeke have been friends since we were 12, and we basically grew up playing guitar together. But like, none of these riffs came from that era or later. It's all brand new stuff. So, you know, that's where we're sitting well with that.
All right, cool. All right, so now that we're done with the band side of it, we're going to go to more of the get to know you questions. So just pick a random number: 11, 9, 34, 82, 76, 13, 68.
11.
11. So your question is going to be, what was the last movie that didn't live up to your hype? And then we'll get back to you. So you can think a little bit.
I appreciate that.
Busted Nut and Grandma's Volume
9.
3 did not build up to the hype at all whatsoever. Not like 2 and 1.
You get your own question.
Oh, okay,
Or you get your own question, yeah.
Okay, my bad.
9, 34, 82, 63, 76, 13, 68.
63 was one, right?
Yeah, 63. Do you have an irrational fear or dislike that don't make sense to everybody else?
I had a dream once that like there was so like I was in a dark room and I just like knew there were like spiders everywhere, and like I knew immediately that like these spiders wanted nothing but to crawl up my butt and lay their eggs. The only thing was I didn't know if it was like a bunch of spiders or one big one. So yeah, rape spiders. Yeah,
Rape spiders is a very irrational fear.
Yeah,
Those crazy butthole spiders.
I know.
yeah, especially in the porta.
I guess we all have a new fear now.
Thank you for that. God.
You're barely telling us this? I mean, this is
It was a fucked up dream.
Yes, it was. 34, 82, 20, 76, 13, 68.
76.
What small thing annoys you to an irrational amount? And we'll get back to you on that one.
Hi.
What do we have now? 9, 34, 82, 13, and 68.
I'm going to go with 13.
13. What embarrassing moment still haunts you to this day?
Oh,
Yeah. 68.
68.
I think I heard 68.
What will always be funny to you, no matter what it is? And we'll get back to you on that one. What show did not live up to your hype?
So I recently went back and rewatched SLC Punk 2.
There's a sequel?
Yeah, there is. And I remembered not loving it the first time and then kind of just trailing off on it. So I tried to rewatch it, and it's hot garbage. So that's definitely my answer to that question. I fucking love the original SLC Punk. It's
Yeah.
one of my all-time favorite movies, and they absolutely trashed it. So shit
So
happens, I guess.
And then we know your butthole spiders.
Man, I think someone being a little too safe. Like, I think life, you're supposed to take chances and shit like that. We're all writing a story, man. We are all writing a story, and I feel like you should make your story very interesting. So, for instance, people that are always, by all means, do the speed limit and shit, but I think if you're going like fucking 20 miles below the speed limit, son of a bitch.
Scoot over!
Yeah, like, do something here, man. There's fucking 3 lanes for a reason. So, yeah, it's just live.
That's a good annoyance. Yeah.
Drew doesn't like traffic.
I'm trying to think of something like embarrassing that has happened.
So get back to you.
I got mine.
All right.
I got mine. Okay, so check this out. This goes out.
What will always be funny to you?
This one goes out to my boy, Mike Gutierrez. 2009. We jump in a van within this hour. We head down to Little Mesa. We play a house show for our buddy Tim. It's his birthday. There's trash can punch.
Yeah.
He eats all the fruit out of it, gets fucked up. We all get messed up off this stuff, right? We all share a van there, so we come back in their van. We stop in La Mesa to take a piss, come back. So me and Antonio get off the van, start walking into the store. This white, I think it's a Mercedes, right? Passes by, has music blaring, and in the song that they're playing, it says, "Won't You Be My Daddy," some rap song. And Antonio's fucked up. He's like, "Won't you be my daddy?" And this car stops. Mexican dude gets out. "What the fuck did you say?" He's like, "Nothing, bro. I just wondered if you'd be my daddy." And the guy was like, "You goddamn right I'm your daddy." 2 other dudes get out of the car, so we're like, uh-oh. I turn around and I see Mike in the passenger seat just laughing because he sees what's going on, and I'm laughing. And the 3 guys get around us like we're about to fight, and I look back and I see the 2 doors on the van open. There's about 8 of us in there, all wearing black, looking like menaces. They all pile out, jump around, and before you know it, there's 10 of us around these 3 guys, and they don't know what to do. They're just looking around like, oh my God, what just happened? And Mike comes out, he was like, get back in your mom's car and go home. And the guy's like, hey, we're good. So we're out of here. But yeah, that will always be funny when Antonio was like, nothing, bro. I just wondered if you beat my daddy.
That's a great story. So what will always be embarrassing to you?
I mean,
Or that still haunts you?
that's fair. I mean, I have a scar from it, so I guess I'll tell that. I mean, so this one time I was playing with another band in San Angelo, and we were unloading the stage into the truck, and we were carrying a cab to the truck, and there was apparently a random pallet outside that has never been there before. Shout out Dead Horse, R.I.P. Dead Horse. So yeah, I fell. I tripped and busted my fucking knee open, like, to the bone, and I mean, I was good. I was like, we're good. Like, is the cab okay? Like, so I got like 6 stitches that night. It was pretty metal, but I mean, I'm not embarrassed. I mean, it was pretty
That's not
embarrassing.
too embarrassing.
But no, I really can't think of anything else.
Chris is just generally uncoordinated.
Extremely. I did fall down the stairs once at Red Zone, specifically, so we'll see how that goes.
A couple times on stage, actually, I think.
Need to wrap you in bubble wrap, huh?
Yeah.
Definitely smacked me with her bass a few times on stage.
I'm so sorry.
All right, so what's the next song we're about to hear?
The next song we're about to play is called Heart in Hand. It's actually one of the newer songs from the album. It's basically dedicated to anybody that has loved someone, had their heart ripped out of their chest and handed back to them.
All right, if you want to get back to the other instruments, we'll finish up the episode. Are there clean vocals in this song?
No.
No, it's all.
Okay,
It's all.
making sure.
So you can if you want. If you need to.
I'll just notice how we're all here making all old noises. I'm back. Can't wait to see. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
All right, thank you, Victis. Appreciate it.
Thank you, Onetake.